Welcome back to SnowRunner. You join us today as we continue on from the last episode. We're still in Alaska, Northport, Alaska to be exact. And in the last episode, we finished off by delivering some fuel to the Polar Base supply, well, the Port Polar Base, let's say, as part of the Port Polar Base supply mission. So we've done the fuel already, but we've still got other things to do. 4 times the bricks and 1 times metal beams. So we thought we'd continue that today. Now, we are in the Pacific P16 at the warehouse. We've already got the 4 loads of bricks on the back on a trailer, and the trailer's big enough for us to go and pick up the metal beams as well on the way. So if we head north, which is the route we're planning out now, that little bit there is a bit sketchy, but if we can navigate around there, I think we're around the left hand side. There is a factory further north that does the metal beams. We can pick them up from there and then deliver this in one go, is my thinking. We've got a whole place here we've not explored yet. All this north part, we haven't really done too much there before, so there's bits and pieces to pick up, I'm sure, along the way. But yeah, the factory there, I think we'll do our metal beams, and then we can drive them around, drop it all off in one go. Now, we're able to use a bigger trailer because the Pacific P16 is such a big vehicle. So we can use I think it's a 6 space trailer on the back, something like that. I think it's got 6 spaces, and obviously 4 are taken up by bricks. Metal beams need 2. While we're still sorting out this journey and where we're heading, a couple of things we need to talk about. And for those that don't watch our live streams, we've recently had to stop doing afternoon live streams, mainly because of how drowsy I'm now getting, and I can fall asleep at any moment, drop a hat, but also still function. It's really weird. We're waiting for a sleep assessment to be done. They're obviously looking at narcolepsy. There's 2 different types of narcolepsy. One where you lose full body control and you have no control over anything. And the second type is where you have control still, but you're asleep. So I've already shown that I can do this, but I can talk for a video or talk in general. Not about rubbish, but I can talk whilst asleep. I can also carry on playing games while asleep, and if you wake me up, I'll tell you what I've been doing, because I don't think I've been asleep. It's really weird to explain, and we've just burst a tyre. This is what happens when I'm trying to do too many things at once. We've burst the tyre. Okay, that wasn't the plan. We have got loads of tyres on this, so it's not too bad. I don't think I've ever burst a tyre like that before. I can't fix it now, I've got nothing to fix it with. I don't know which tyre it is, but okay, we'll have to just keep going and see what happens. If it becomes too much of an issue, then, well, I suppose we'll have to do something about it. So we've fixed everything we can fix, but we can't fix the tyre. I don't quite understand why we can't fix that tyre, but there we go. So we're 1 tyre down, but hopefully all the rest will make up for it. But yeah, so I'm functioning asleep essentially. I've done it in videos. I've edited videos and voiced them and stuff whilst being asleep. And like I say, to me, I'm not really asleep. I've messed up that corner. Come on, turn. Yeah, we're there. We're okay. Yeah, my other half wakes me up all the time because we're watching something. I've just fallen asleep, and I can tell exactly what's happened in what we was watching. But yet to her I was asleep. She can tell I'm asleep by my breathing and my snoring, to be fair. But yet to me I was never asleep. It's really weird. The problem is, falling asleep like that never makes you feel normal. So I'm always tired. I'm always exhausted. Because I'm now falling asleep at night unknowingly. And yeah, it never feels like proper sleep. So you don't actually really ever catch back up, essentially. So we've had to cancel afternoon streams because that seems to be my worst time, or the toughest time for me to stay awake, essentially. There is a knock-on effect of that. SnowRunner used to be one of those games that I could play and enjoy in the mornings before the afternoon streams, and when it came to editing, I could edit it lovely mornings. Perfect. Because we've lost the mornings to streaming, to make up for the lack of afternoon streams, I now need to edit and record these in the afternoon. Now, when the afternoon is my worst time of staying awake, you can imagine there's a knock-on effect. So all our recording is now done when I'm half asleep, editing, half asleep, voiceovers where needed, I'll be fully asleep. So the knock-on effect is going to be interesting to say the least. I think the biggest game affected will be SnowRunner, mainly because SnowRunner videos... Oh, come on, my driving is horrific today. SnowRunner videos are generally longer than most of the others because of what SnowRunner is. So because of that, we could have this issue. But we'll see how we go. You can see my driving is really bad. So yeah, I just want to warn people, heads up. Look, these videos may get a bit dodgy for a little while. There's nothing I can do at the minute either. I've tried loads of different things to try and stay awake and be less drowsy. Nothing's working. And we just really don't know what to do. So we tried coming off tablets to see if the tablets are causing it. But we couldn't. We started coming down and the pain got so bad we had to go back up again. So we don't know what's causing it. Narcolepsy is normally, I think it's a chemical missing or something. You've lost something essentially chemical wise in your body that causes it. I think that's something like that. I believe it's a simple test, but we shall see. And that's if they actually do the test. I know we're waiting for a sleep review anyway, because I stopped breathing in my sleep when I go to sleep at night now. That's since the accident as well. I think that's due to the weight gain since the accident. So yeah, it's all fun and games, but we carry on as best we can. And as you can see, you know, SnowRunner is still one of my favourite games to play. I enjoy recording it, enjoy editing it, but there are going to be some moments where we're going to crash a lot, or I'm not going to be able to talk through it. I'm not going to be able to do any of that because it may not be good enough, if that makes sense. I will end up talking gibberish, and I don't want that if I can avoid it. So we'll see how things go. My aim is to carry on as normal and hope we can manage and push through, but just making you guys aware that SnowRunner probably will be affected the worst. So if we suddenly start crashing more than we already have done today, which will be some going, or I start talking gibberish during an episode, don't worry about it. It's just me being asleep, essentially. We're making steady progress, to be fair. We're slowly in there. I keep going off the track accidentally. My driving today is horrific, mainly because my head's thinking of other things. But we've got to keep focusing on this. We can still get further north. Now, the reason I chose the Pacific P16, mainly because we can carry such a big trailer, which is fantastic. But also, I believe it's one of our most powerful vehicles we own, currently. I'm pretty sure it is. And because of that, I thought it would make light work of the snow, even with such a big load. And to be fair, if it wasn't for my driving, I think it probably would. But I'm not helping ourselves here. We are getting stuck because of me. Off-road because of me. If we can stick to the proper tracks, I think we'll be okay. But yeah, I'm not helping the situation currently. But there we go. I know we had we spoke recently about, I say recently, but a while ago now, about whether or not put music in these videos. I know you guys would prefer me to be in them rather than have music in place of me, but it may be as a last resort that's what has to go in place. But I want to carry on as we have been for as long as we can, and just hope that I can manage it, essentially. But yeah, I am jabbering now. Let's try and focus on the job at hand, and that is not getting stuck. I don't know if it's the tyre that's letting us down on some of this as well. We've got to think, if we've lost the tyre, we've lost the grip on one tyre. All the others are working hard, but you've got one that does nothing. Could be detrimental. We're struggling to get up the hill here. I don't quite know where we're stuck. We can't move forward. It's not working, is it? Come on. Are we stuck? No, there we go. We're good. Good, we're fine. So this was the bit of river crossing I was a little bit worried about. I saw this on the map and thought, okay. It does veer left. But I've not gone left. No. That was close. No. I've gone forward. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I think we have to head left, essentially. And I've messed it up. It's because I'm looking at the blue thing, not at the road itself. Right, let's get back a bit. That looks deep as well. Right, we're going to go left here. Can we get the turn right? That's the only thing with the P16. It doesn't turn very well. So I'm trying to keep... I can't get left. It won't go any further left. I cannot turn left at this point. It is just going straight. I don't understand. All I can think it is because the trailer, but it just won't go left. There you go. We've got a bit more left. But we've now beached ourselves on the rocks. That's not quite what I wanted to do here. Come on. Oh, maybe we've done it. Maybe actually it's done work perfectly. No, maybe not. No, that's not going to work, is it? That's not good. I may have messed it up a little bit. I thought going straight was bad enough, but then not being able to turn. I don't know if it's the slipperiness of the underneath the water or what. We just couldn't turn left enough. I know the turning circle on the P16 isn't very good anyway, but for some reason I just could not turn left. There's nothing to put. There is something to put us forward in for a minute, but they're all breaking the minute we attach. I don't know what to do here now. This has kind of messed us up a little bit. Come on. I just need something to put us forward and we'll be fine. I think the trailer's caught because we took the corner too tight as well, which doesn't help. It's upon this size trailer, it's big, you've got to allow for it on turnings, and we didn't allow for that. But yeah, this has definitely not gone to plan. I was right, it didn't go to plan. Things gradually got worse. Now, I spent the next half an hour trying to manoeuvre this to a way that would work and we could get out, including unhooking trailer, rehooking it and all that good stuff. None of it seemed to work. So then I had the bright idea, if we can't turn left, let's turn right and see if we can skirt on the edge of this big pool of water. Well, this is what happened when we tried that. I was hoping to follow this round, but it is looking deeper than I was expecting. This isn't looking good. It's very deep. The engine's not damaged yet because of our snorkel, but our snorkel's going in. We're going to be damaged, I think. Yeah, this wasn't a good idea. This was a bad idea. I thought maybe, it'd be shallower on the edge. But there's obviously ice before you hit the edge of the bank. So obviously, it means where we are now isn't as shallow as it would be if we were actually where the ice was. Oh, I've messed it up even worse than I thought. Engine's taking damage now as well. We're in trouble. Big, big trouble. Once that engine cuts out, I don't know. I'm definitely going under. I'm so... I don't know. I don't know what to do for the best at this point. There we go. The engine is stalled because the water is inside the engine. We can refuel. Let's see if this refueling works. Well, I've got nowhere to go. It's just so slippery. Can't manoeuvre, can't really do anything. I've got a little bit of movement, but not much. I'm just trying to get the trailer back. We're going to have to go... blah, blah, blah. We'll have to retrieve the P16 and come back. But I need to try and leave the trailer in a position where that works. Otherwise, we're not going to get out of this situation very easily. So just trying to reverse this back for the minute and try and see if I can get it in a position where it's able to be grabbed when we come back. That's all I can do at this point. But we're nearly completely gone with the engine once again. There we go, engine's gone. That's it. Job done. Right, we're going to go and retrieve the P16, fix it up, and bring it back, and we'll see you in a minute. We're back, we've retrieved the P16, and we're now shipshape, ready to go again. We're going to need to pull this trailer out. I think we managed to reverse it enough that I can pull it backwards. I'm really hoping it doesn't flip. I'm hoping them bricks stay on. If they do, we've got a half a chance of getting this done. If they don't, I don't know what I'm going to do. Other than cry. A lot. Okay. Just got to keep pulling this back. And seeing if we can get this in a position where we can go in again. I'm going to focus on a minute and try and get this done. I don't want to mess this up. This is really important. So bear with me as we try and get this trailer sorted out. I think we've done it. I think we've got it out. It's on the back. We can get up this little hill. I think we've done it. And we're safe. That was a nightmare. That was not something I want to repeat again. And yeah. May not use this combination of trailer and vehicle for a while after this. I just can't believe we put it in the water in the first place and then, yeah, just messed it up massively. But we've recovered. That's the important part. Now it's to keep moving forward. We need to get to the factory to put the metal beams, and then we can get everything delivered. Job done. Happy days. Away you go, kind of thing. But we need to get there first. Now the roads to the factory from here aren't too bad according to the map, but the map's very deceiving. I've noticed since we've come to Alaska. In Michigan, it was absolutely fine. You could use the map to guide your route. So if there are main roads or side roads with no tarmac, you kind of knew where you were going. Something I've noticed with Alaska so far is you don't have that ability to look at the map and think, that's definitely going to be a river wet or a river frozen, which you can drive on, or that's definitely going to be grass or tarmac or whatever. That detail is missing from the map. Whether that's just my eyes and I'm not seeing it, although I did in Michigan, I don't know, but it seems that detail is missing. Plus also these conditions aren't helped when it's night time. I'd rather be doing this in the day, but I try not to manually change time as much as possible. I don't think we really have, mainly because it's more natural. Although as Studio Gamer rented to us, it does mean our driver never sleeps. He's a zombie or vampire, one of the two, but he never sleeps. He's always ready to go at a moment's notice. Okay, we've made it round to the north side of this body of water. Got a little bit of a crossing to do. I'm hoping that's going to be okay. And then we just follow the road. It's not the first place we come to, it's the second. And then it's a right hand turn after that, which will take us down to the polar base. But yeah, I think we'll have a look around the other place on the way, just because it's there. We might see if there's anything to pick up, maybe some tasks or something to pick up, so we've got them on the board then. We'll see how we go. But follow the road. Hopefully, we'll get there in one piece. That's the plan. Just got to keep it moving. This bit of water's not too bad actually, to be fair. That stays quite good there. I was expecting that to be a lot worse than what it actually is. That works out okay. Right, I'm going to leave you for a minute just because I can feel myself going. I don't want to do it on the video. So if the driving suddenly gets a bit weird, bear with me. We'll be back as soon as we can. We now have the mental beams on board, but I'm getting worse and struggling to keep going. So I'm not going to put music in. I'm just going to let it play out as it is. Apologies for me not being able to do this fully. I'm struggling massively, but I want to get this finished. So let's focus on what we're doing. Hopefully, we get this finished in the next few minutes. we're here. We've made it. I didn't. There were times I didn't think we would. I really didn't. That lake water, whatever you want to call it, that was horrible getting out there. That took forever. I think it was nearly an hour by the end of it. I was thinking ridiculous. All in all, obviously, we shortened it for you guys. This will be the same going forward. As I said, I want to talk as much as I can, but I also don't want to be talking gobbledygook during the episode. So that is the job done. We've unloaded 4 lots of bricks and 1 set of the metal beams. Next episode, we'll look at another mission and we'll see what comes next. But until then, massive thank you to you guys. Thank you for understanding, and we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.